CVIQ commenced organising the skilled industry tours in 2004, and its main purpose is promoting careers in the commercial vehicle industry. The skilled industry tours have been very successful in introducing a huge number of young people to our industry. Over the last 12 months, CVIQ has hosted over 400 students and educational staff across 18 schools and have visited companies such as Volvo, MTU Detroit Diesel, Brown & Hurley Group, OFI Trailers and Brisbane Isuzu, just to name a few.
My position is Communications Assistant. It's a role I've been in for almost a year now. Basically, I'm responsible for all the internal communications and events for the factory. After finishing university with a bachelor degree in mass communication, I started out working in a boutique agency in Brisbane, and I sort of decided it wasn't really for me. So when a job came up with Volvo as a communications assistant, I jumped at the opportunity and have enjoyed it ever since. I would recommend a career within the industry to anyone and encourage everyone to seek out the endless opportunities available to both males and females from all different experiences and backgrounds.
I've been with the Volvo Group Australia for 33 years now. I was a mechanic on the floor, moving up through the management group as a leading hand, foreman and then service manager, and then had the opportunity to become a service engineer with Mack Trucks, looking after several parts of the world, including Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Brunei, etc. And it's a career I'd recommend for any young fella coming through out of school for several reasons. Good money, good career opportunities, opportunity for companies like us to tour the world. You can work in any country in the world basically with us.
The organisation is made up of some 1,500 employees. We have 9 retail sites around the organisation, each with management structures, and a lot of those managers had their roots from an apprenticeship within the industry. The career potential of a trade-based employee in this organisation is limitless. We have had managing directors that came from a trade-based start in their career.
Currently General Manager of Lust EMS site in Richlands, Brisbane, part of the MaxiTrans group, which is the largest transport manufacturer in Australia. Went from engineering, moved through to factory manager and then became the general manager of the site. So I got a diploma of mechanical engineering, which I studied at the University of Ballarat. When we first started studying that, we did an industry tour, Ballarat factory, MaxiTrans. Certainly opened my eyes to what was out there, and that's why we're very supportive of doing these sort of industry tours as well. With this type of industry, it does help if the kids are mechanically minded, I guess. A positive attitude, attendance is a big thing, and attitude. I think if they get those two right, they're well on their way.
I've been in this industry now, in the transport industry, since 1974. Started out as an apprentice, as a diesel fitter. I moved through to be workshop supervisor, workshop foreman, service manager. You can move through to be in the sales department, your head office positions. You can move into an engineering position. There are many things you can do, and you can work your way all the way through to be the managing director. It's not just a mechanic's job, it's the start of a career.
This is my first year in the heavy diesel industry. After passing the rounds of interviews, I was accepted into the job out of 800 that applied for the job. I did building, construction and engineering as well as furnishing studies in high school. I've always had a passion for cars and anything mechanical really. It's actually a lot more to be a mechanic rather than just fixing trucks. There's actually the side of diagnosing problems. You're pretty much like a doctor for the truck. Even in my first year, the most exciting part of that has been that I've been able to work on such powerful trucks from 700 horsepower and 2,500 Newton meters of power.
I'm a boilermaker. I decided to go with boiler making, heavy fabrication, because it was a more hands-on, challenging skill that I was looking for, physically challenging and mentally challenging, and I've done a lot of travelling. Thanks to my trade, it's sent me all around Australia. In the future, I'd like to do a bit more travelling in the same industry.
I currently work for Volvo Group Australia, and I am the service supervisor, and I've been with the company for 7 years. And I started off as a first-year apprentice. I finished at 3.5 years, so 6 months early, and then I went and became a tradesman, and then I was promoted to service team supervisor.
The tour was great today. Learned a lot of new things that I didn't know before about the industry and what I could do if I was to pursue a career in the industry.
I like how no matter what qualifications you have, you can always work your way from the bottom to the top.
With industrial technology design we do at school, we do a lot of welding, and seeing it at Lusky's, like how the way they do all their different welds and how neat it is and stuff, really good. And just to get out there and see what it's like in the real world, see if you can see yourself doing it.